when you said I'm gonna go and write this book.
Yeah.
Did you write it for you? Did you write it for your kids? Like, did you write? What was the purpose
I actually
of it?
wrote it. So, "Think You'll Be Happy" was, those were the last words that my mom said to me. And literally like 3 hours later, someone broke into their home and she was it was just a terrible robbery gone bad. And I thought, of course my mom would say, "Think you'll be happy." Out of all things that she could have said, those were the last words I ever saw from her, heard from her. And I thought, if I can share this journey with people of getting to the other side of pain, and it doesn't necessarily mean the pain goes all away, and my heart's still in repair, but I don't care, but my heart's in repair. If I have to move through life with a heart in repair, I move through life with a heart in repair. But I want to live. I want to honor my life force. I want to honor my mother. I want to honor the lessons that she taught me. I love that my parents were so focused on generational Black wealth and creating that for people and opening doors for people, and not just opening the doors, but also being a safe landing space. Their home was a very safe landing space for over 50 years for creatives to come into the house. And most of the time it was celebrations. A lot of the time it was a lot of crying and a lot of disappointment and a lot of fear and a lot of, no one's really gone down this path, and I'm a Black lawyer at this law firm, and no one's really trying to help me out here. You know what I mean? And they would just come home. They would come over our house, and sometimes they just want to lay down and feel as if they were listened to. And then they would get really good advice, and then they'd go out again. And I, when I was younger, I have to admit, and I say this in the book, I didn't really love that everyone was at the house all the time. I didn't love sharing my parents all the time. I didn't understand the bigger picture as a young girl. Why would I? I didn't understand what they were putting out into the universe, and I didn't understand the purpose, and I definitely didn't understand the value of it. And now, of course I do, and I respect it. But at that time, I just thought, is there ever going to be a day where somebody's not here and you're not giving them advice? But no. And my mom would always say, when you leave this house and when you go to school, and when you branch out on your own, you can create your own life and you can do whatever you want to do. And you don't have to follow in our footsteps, but this is what we are here to do. And I love that she never made me feel afraid about death. So she would always say, inside the circle of life is death. And a lot of people talk about the circle of life and then they put death over here. And she said, but that's not true. So she would always say, I don't want you to be afraid of death. And it's coming for everybody. And some people get 3 days, some people get 3 hours, some people get 30 years, some people get 100 years. But it's all about what you do and if you're connected to some purpose. And did you make any place better than when you found it? And if you did, you lived.
You know what? Hearing you speak and seeing you in the world and what you mean to so many people, your brother as well. Mm-hmm. I'm like, your parents, they're architects, designers, choreographers. Mm-hmm. They really designed you guys. Like, wow.
Yeah.